I like when I go to do things that are supposed to be easy. Today we get to mount GPS. I have searched and searched for what I wanted to do and whether or not we were going to take GPS. I decided I didn't want to use just my phone after a couple of rides with my phone. So this is what we got. I did set it up all last night. Yeah, I put a code in. Do I remember my code? I did remember it. I went with DMD mainly because we want to do a fair bit of back roads. When you buy it, you get a lifetime subscription of their map. It's got all gravel roads. And when you select a destination, like we want to go, there's a campground out here, and I can set it to do easy, medium, or hard, on or off road. And it will map out all of the back roads. You get it with either the on-road or off-road mount. Comes with wires. This is the part that I don't know if I have. I don't know what connection is on the bike. So I might have to buy a connection, but I'll get all the wires run, and connection for the back of the tablet, all waterproof. So it does have an internal battery. The one that runs to the battery itself, you've got 3 connections. One goes to the tablet, one goes to the remote. I don't know what the third one goes to yet, but we'll get it figured out maybe. But this is the off-road mount. Comes with 2 keys, so you can lock it into place. There's not many places you can buy this other than directly from Thork. They are in Portugal, but it was actually fairly quick shipping. You have to specifically pick that you want with it. This says the Yamaha changes the pin, the plug-in under the seat, which will give me a scanner. And all the scanner does is it's going to tell me on my dash how fast we're going. Do the fancy fallout thing. Come on. Ooh, that there. This is an anti-vibration. T7s, notice that they vibrate a little bit. But first, let's take the bike apart. I love that I get to run wires again because I'm so good at it. Out of my way. I got my fancy table out today, the Crayola work table. And that OBD scanner goes right there. I need this. That's what I wanted. I want to be able to do it with the tools that come in the field, because that is all we're going to have, which I'm already don't have the tools for this. Not the right one. I'm just taking a guess that this is what I'm going to have to do. Seems pretty straightforward so far. Mount GPS behind windscreen. The only part I'm going to have to really look into is where to run the wire to. I know there's supposed to be auxiliaries underneath the side panels here. I got to find them, and then I got to figure out what kind of connection they are. I think the worst part about any of this is just remembering where everything goes and not losing any of the pieces. I also don't like taking my brand new bike apart, but we are slowly getting things prepared. Oh, look at that. We're trying to plan some random day trips, maybe some moto camping trips, so that we can get out and actually try out some of our gear. How does this go? That will go there and mount onto there. Oh, they send you with a screwdriver for the SIM cards in the back, but we do not have bolts for that. Oh, jeez. Anybody that's doing this, that sound has got to be the worst sound. Oh, just not a fun sound. Fancy little doodad. Oh, sad. Oh my god. Going to find another Allen key. Found an Allen key. This is in this way. Loctite and put it on just about everything we take off. Because, you know, again, I do not want this stuff coming apart in the middle of nowhere or along a highway and losing parts of it. Bolt that goes in here. Make sure before we put Loctite on it. This I'm pretty excited about. It's made specifically for bikers. Oh, that's a lot. the maps, the way you can change the maps and have on-road, off-road, it'll tell you what's coming ahead. You don't have to pull over. You can run DMD's GPS system on any device. Ooh, fancy. I love the size of all these parts too. Now, do I want, no, this way? Is there an up and a down on this thing? This definitely, go off pictures. Lock is upright, must be the right way. Itty bitty little tiny ratchet. They're the smallest bolts ever. I like that they give you these locking nuts, but the bolts don't actually reach all the way through to get to the locking part of it. Tighten that thing into place, and I don't have it set straight. You're funny. This into here. That is a snug fit. Keeps it a long ways out. Oh, I'm a fan of that. Interesting. I thought this would be a lot closer so this wasn't bouncing around like that. See what this does. And then there's a bolt in there we can tighten also. We'll get all the wires run. Plug that in, thread it. It can only go in one way, and then waterproof plugs for everything when the GPS is not on the bike. Oh yeah, look at that. You'd think it'd go off of, you know, the lock and unlock is there. This, yeah, I put it in upside down. This is supposed to go, you can see, there's a little clip in there. This is supposed to, I don't know, that doesn't reach it. Maybe I did not put it in upside down. Let's see. That into there. I like when I go to do things that are supposed to be easy and they turn out to not be easy. What am I? Those are the same depth. I put it on upside down. There's a little key, the lock on there. That goes to the right side of the bike. And then that allows room for the electrical there. And then you can pop it up out of the way there. Much better. I'm not too particular or picky on this, as long as I can keep it kind of hidden in there. I don't want to pull the whole dash and pull the light out, and let's not be crazy. Oh God. So we know we've taken this off before and it still, oh, it gets to me. I probably didn't have to take that one off. Nope, I did not. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Panel off. So let's see what they have here. Or if it's just a cap on the end of it. Should have just went and got my knife. Get off my bike. There's the auxiliary. Now, how does this come off of here now? See, this part, this definitely annoys me. Why couldn't this just come with a clip or the end on it here taped off so that you can pull it off, plug in what you need to plug in there? Because now I have to get a plug-in for that, which means I can't connect to anything, and I have to retape that up, which is super fun. So I don't know if you've noticed, but some things annoy me. Now, where to run this through? Will it fit through there? Make it a little bit more user-friendly would be cool. Like I was a plumber for a lot of years. It'd be like putting somebody's fancy toilet in and being like, oh, you wanted water with that? I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't supply that. Or do I want this to run here? You can get a thumb control for this Goes in there. You move all this down, put a thumb control in there. I thought it came with it. It does not. Not that way. I don't like that. There. I want to be able to disconnect and connect this one. Keep that wire hooked up to there. Put these caps in here. So I also don't want it to bug my, or be in the way of my ABS. Does this. Let's try this. Up, out. Man, that is tight. I don't know what that clip is for, because it's the same size as that. And this sits, oh yeah, it's just meant to sit there. So pretty simple with the wires. And once you look into them, really, they're plug and play. Thread that in, bam. Figure out where you want to run it. Make it look good. Disappear so that you don't have all these hanging out. They're not running in front there. Next up, scanner. This is the part I probably should have looked into more. Pretty simple looking. This comes out. This unplugs. This plugs into, it's supposed to plug into here. Of course, it doesn't. Slightly annoyed right now. For one, I was annoyed about this plugin because it doesn't come with a plugin, which I can get that in town. Now, next part, where the scanner is supposed to go is into here. When you search for this stuff online, you have to pick out which plugin you want. So you can get the DMD Euro 5 to OBD cable, or the Yamaha 4-pin to OBD cable for the non-Euro bikes. Apparently I read that wrong, I guess. And I went with a non-Euro bike, being that, you know, I'm in Canada and I didn't think my bike was European. It's not a 4-pin adapter on this bike. It is a 6-pin adapter, which means you have to get the Euro 5-pin is that adapter. So now I have to find out if I can ship this one back, get the other one back in here, go and find the part for there. But I'm going to run the wires, tuck them up where they go, put everything back together, and I can use the GPS. It's just going to be on battery power for now, and I won't have the scanner. For everybody that's buying it for the 2025 Tenere, check before you order. I did not have the bike when I ordered the GPS. I just went off the website, and yeah, I was wrong. But now we'll put it all back together, order some parts, try again.